Hi, everybody. This is our Math 100 Liberal Arts Mathematics Sunday video for August 23rd, 2020. I hope you're doing well. I try to upload a Sunday video for this course every Sunday from now on until the end of the semester. Now, the reason or purposes for the Sunday video are threefold. Number one, I want to give you an update every Sunday of how things are going. And number two, I will make some announcements from time to time. And then number three, just to confirm your progress of where you are and where you should be for every Sunday, for every week. Okay, we have 16 weeks every semester, and this is the beginning of our week number one. Despite the fact that some of you have been busy working on the Canvas assignments already for this course, this class actually does not officially start until tomorrow, the 24th of August. I'm not sure if you realize that. Of course, I'm happy that you have, some of you have gotten a head start. But at this point, if you have not done anything yet, that's okay, because the class has not started yet. So you will have a week to watch my introductory videos 1 and 2, and they are already uploaded in your Canvas. So watch the introductory videos 1 and 2 as opposed to trying to attend the classroom lecture, because we don't have those things anymore, or at least for this fall. So watch the introductory videos 1 and 2 on Canvas. They are basically updated on my YouTube channel. So you can actually subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on playlist for Math 100. All our videos will be available through that website as well. Okay, so as I said, there is absolutely no mandatory meeting for this course throughout the semester. There is not one single time where you have to log in at the same time as I do, okay? Although I will be available, of course, for office hours. So if you want to meet me and talk to me during my office hours, I will be setting up my office hours on every Monday and Thursday. So check the announcements that are going to come fairly soon for how to log into my Zoom office hours. They will be held every Monday and Thursday, unless that Monday is or Thursday or Monday is a holiday. All right, so I hope it's clear. Now you may have to wait if somebody else is talking to me, and if that person wants to talk privately with me during office hours, I will let you wait outside of my virtual door. Just like if you are trying to see me in my office or a physical office, you may have to wait a little bit. So I hope this will work out. And if those office hours, Monday or Thursday, will not work for your schedule, then you can always try to set up an appointment with me, and I'll be willing to meet with you via Zoom or on the phone, or however else you prefer in the time that is appropriate or convenient for you. Okay. Now I mentioned Canvas because that's really where most of, in fact, all of your resources will be available. Okay. So if you are to go to the Canvas, and by the way, if you don't know how to get on Canvas, it's really easy. Maybe the quickest way is to, you can, by the way, download the Canvas app on your phone as well. But the quickest way is to go to canyons.edu, and you will see the official homepage for College of the Canyons. And there, right in the middle of the top part of the screen, you will see a circular icon for Canvas. And if you click on that Canvas icon, that will take you straight to the Canvas dashboard for you. And you should be able to see all the courses that you are taking this semester in Canvas. And of course, you click on Math 100, and that will get you into our course. All right, so what is in Canvas? So right now you have introductory videos 1 and 2. Lessons 1 and 2 are also available. Every lesson is in the form of a module. That's how I structured my Canvas shell this time. So lesson 1 and lesson 2 modules are already available along with their videos, so you can get started. And in fact, that's your responsibility for this week, to watch introductory videos as well as to complete lessons 1 and 2. And now, by the way, you can do them anytime, right? If you want to do this on Mondays and Wednesdays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays, or whenever you can do both of them on one day of a week. So that's the flexible nature of an online section. And I tried to make this an online this semester because of the current pandemic we are experiencing. Some of you may have family members and others who are using the computer at a certain time of the day. You may not have a quiet place to sit down at a certain time of the day or certain days of the week. So, whenever it's convenient for you, look at these lessons as you fill those lecture notes. Okay, so the blank lecture notes are also found on the respective Canvas modules. So download the notes, start watching videos as you complete the class notes. Now, those class notes are not for you to turn in. The class notes are basically for you to help and to stay engaged as you take your, as you watch the lesson videos. Each video is divided approximately into 3 parts. So lesson 1 has 3 parts, lesson 2 has 3 parts, maybe 2 or 3 parts, depending on the lesson. And so make sure you watch them carefully, all right, and take notes, because for each lesson, you will have a worksheet to be turned in, all right? So lesson 1 has a worksheet, lesson 2 has a worksheet, and so on. And these are usually due, as you can see in Canvas, on the following Monday, all right? So this week, you'll have lesson 1 and lesson 2 worksheets to be completed, and they will be due the following Monday, next Monday, all right? Now also, watch the syllabus, and you may want to download the syllabus, print it out so that you will have, the details of the course. And in the syllabus, you will find a list of homework problems to do. Many of you have already asked me about the homework and worksheets. Some of you have already turned in homework and not homework, but worksheets, all right? And that's good, even though this class doesn't officially start until tomorrow. So you started on week 0, and that's great because Canvas will allow you to do this. But usually these homework is done and due, is to be turned in by the Monday after that particular chapter is finished. All right, so worksheet is for each lesson, but homework is for each chapter of the book, right? So homework chapter 1 is due typically the week after the chapter 1 is completed in the calendar for the course. Now, there are some exceptions because if there is an exam right after that particular chapter on Tuesday, if the exam is to be on Tuesday, I may have the homework due on Tuesday. So look at the Canvas for the deadlines for these homework assignments. All right, now typically for each week, you will be studying 2 lessons. Okay, and that's sort of what happens if we were meeting face-to-face in the classroom situation. So the standard pace is to do 2 lessons per week, and that's what you will be doing throughout this course. I will be setting up study groups, and I will probably mix them up like every other week, but you will have classmates randomly assigned by Canvas. So you can be talking and virtually meeting or corresponding in some other way. How you use your study group is up to you. I may give you some guidelines, but it's really a sort of an optional way for you to interact with your virtual classmates, whom you hopefully will meet some way, but you may not ever meet face-to-face, but at least you will have people, your classmates to interact with. I'll also be setting up discussion boards with various math-related topics, and participation will be required. I haven't exactly figured out the details of discussion boards, but participation will give you some points as well. Okay, so for right now, again, there's no special first day meeting or anything like that, so you don't have to log in at any time during the semester with me. But for this, at this point, I hope you download the free book that's also available through the first module. You just go to the textbook, and it's a book that I sort of compiled with the existing free resources. The book is completely free. You don't have to pay any money to any publisher or bookstore to buy this book. Although if you want a printed version of this book, the bookstore has made it available as well. You can talk to the bookstore if you would like to have the printed copy of this book. Okay, but at this point, it's good to download it so that if you don't have access to the internet, you can still look at the exercises in the book. as well as read the text of the book. There's one more thing I have to mention, and that is that assignment 1 is there in the first module. Okay, assignment 1 is purely as a practice for you to get used to taking exam on Canvas. And so I want you to do that. It's due on the 27th of this month, which is this week. Okay, so take a look at it, answer these sort of silly questions, and turn that in. And after you do your assignment 1, there is also a assignment called Show Your Work for assignment 1. And that's where you practice turning in a PDF file, basically a copy of your work, copy of your scratch paper. And so make sure you do that as well. So that's what's important for this week. And I will send you more information through Canvas announcements. And otherwise, I will see you next Sunday, but make sure you do you watch the introductory videos 1 and 2, so you know what is to be expected. And then you do your lessons 1 and 2 this upcoming week. All right, I will talk to you next week. See you later.